Yeah.
Like,
Carry as well.
dude,
It's great.
casters,
Love it.
we talk about Diablo. Diablo said he's excited. So, casters, are you excited?
We are excited for this matchup again. Thank you guys so much on the analyst stand. Breaking down the lineups we have here, of course, from NIP Flash and EVOS Glory as they approach this first matchup for the Find Out. No guts, no glory. Both these teams going after getting to the knockout stage here. Once again, I'm Naisu, joined here with Mirko, and we're loading into the Land of Dawn in this best-of-2 second match for Group A. Can NIP Flash further their dominance, the lead that they got yesterday, or can EVOS Glory settle the score here, starting here, bringing some shake-up to Group A as we jump in. We look at the emblems fall into place. Of course, you still have Anavel, like we saw yesterday, the great performance from this Ling pick, Warcry emblem here. And over on the flip side, I know you guys have to keep your eye on Diablo. This Mincetar pickup could work wonders for the lineup here for NIP.
For sure. I think this Mincetar pick was amazing. We saw the, shocked, surprised reactions from the analysts as well. And even for us, we were like, whoa, Mincetar pickup up against so many dashes. It makes sense, everybody here almost can get countered hard, but no guts, no glory. You mentioned it earlier, and it is going to be the case for EVOS Glory. It's all about risking in the early game, all the way even from the drafts, to try to get that lead. And they won't be able to take the dub without making those risks happen early on, though. How do you expect this matchup to go? It seems Clockland's doing a good job now with the help of Dreams too. Kurtizi's going to be zoned away from that mid lane. But the Mincetar up against the Barats, it's more of a passive lane until he gets the King's Calling.
Yeah, definitely. That's something you want to be able to utilize and play around with. King's Calling is such a game-changing ultimate. It can be, especially if you're able to follow through with the rest of the utility that's offered here from NIP Flash's lineup. I mean, time and time again, we still talk about how Fredrin isn't the pick that still teams can rely on. And you're going Fredrin versus a Ling. So you know the tempo is going to be a little bit different here. Good poke, obviously, from Diablo, working actually pretty well against this Barretts. I mean, the last time we also saw Barretts work in the side lane, it's been a long time, man. It's been a minute and a half in my time. And Barretts just is better in the jungle, but so far he's kind of had to find a new place to really play into this meta. So with that, first turtle of the game is going to go ahead and start up, and Fluffy will be the one to kind of give the information why Anavel works on that orange buff. So they buy enough time. It doesn't look like NIP Flash wants to just overly commit because they could get punished. You're looking at it as well as they just kind of stall this out. They're going to go ahead and grab the purple buff for now, and they get enough information. EVOS Glory is like, you know what? Let's go ahead. Anavel, go grab your purple, and then we'll prep up for this fight.
Great response by NIP Flash here around first turtle. A lot of teams up against Anavel's Link. Now the grab into Dreams, right into the King's Calling, and now into the Feather Airstrike with the Appraiser's Wrath too. And Hades will be able to claim that now as Diablo flickers out to safety. That's his welcome going on to JPL, spinning him out to stun him on the wall. Still with the flicker out now with the Shunpu as well. It's a big win for NIP Flash. They get the neutral objective and the kill.
Man, NIP Flash really on point with the way they're kind of maneuvering around this objective already. Even impressively to see that they couldn't get JPL down. They get the objective, good setup. Daytona's welcome also playing its part in that whole exchange. So, with that EVOS Glory, not, the start they wanted to the first objective, but nothing too crazy, because if you look at the macro play, economically, they're just holding it together. First items not falling into place just yet across the board, but some should be picked up here shortly, especially with the build path that we might see Anavel go here. Hold on.
Boy, the Dragon, JPL finding it for the airstrike right into the combo, and Hades is there to follow it up as well. Now the top of the blaze on the JPL, trying to go for the trade right now as he picks up one Defiant Blade, but the Hades is able to knock him up. And Appraiser's Wrath too, just trying to catch him in that wall, but he won't be able to. Meanwhile though, Vanix taking a lot of shots onto that turret shield.
That's a lot of extra gold, and if you think about it, like I was saying, and just previously before that little skirmish broke out, EVOS Glory was doing a good job holding it together, but some of that extra gold from that top turret now going to the hands of Vanix here helps bump the lead up just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. But JPL really trying to make this Cho work. We saw this. Oh, wow. Okay, not going to land the I'm Offended, able to escape that just fine. Once again, the power of this Cho pick, and so back to it. And NIP Flash, it really just looks like they're trying to make plays with JPL for now. If they can start a fight, if they can get a pick off, great. If they can't, that's fine too, because the lineup that they have provides good chances to scale up into the mid-game even. And so Clockhoon even holding on to this feathered airstrike, just holding down the mid lane. It's going to come down to this. Every single time, oh, hold on.
The hook into the King's Calling, locking him down now with the stun as well as JPL walks up to get the passive down. With the physical defense shred, Diablo gets rid of him. No dreams to play with. JPL with the way the Dragon brings Fluffy back right into the hook as well, but JPL will lose his life as Tempest Blades finds him. Now that's welcome, but he will be taken out before he can even go for the spit out. Vanix still now with the team. It's 2 for 1 as of right now with the trade, but Dreams has respawned back in. Hook not connecting. Clockhoon still looking for an angle as Brands and Annabelle hovers over, postures up. Dreams now with a flicker forward. Don't run Wolf King straight into the I'm offended as Annabelle steals away the turtle. Now Hades trying to go for the peel, but Diablo gets stabbed in the back. The Appraiser's Wrap not connecting. Great sidestep from Annabelle. NIP Flash forced back.
Talk about the discipline from EVOS Glory. Annabelle as well to just wait for that whole exchange to happen from NIP Flash and then swoop on in and get the turtle, and then they even get a kill on top of it. So that is a great pull through for EVOS Glory. I mean, looking at how things are falling into place, they're also going to be able to get this tier 1 turn in the bot lane. You saw the gold difference between the lanes. And really, for Annabelle, even if sometimes he can't find his entry point, he can't get the kills he's looking for, the fact that he's 2-0 and he's really difficult to catch here for NIP Flash. I mean, look at this. Great setup, once again, utilizing Diablo here on the Mincetar, JPL, but then he commits and he gets taken out right away. Now, they do accomplish probably what they were after, but they didn't want to lose the turtle. Eventually, they end up losing the turtle because of that whole exchange, and they find themselves at that situation that I just mentioned. Annabelle goes in, grabs it, and then they pick up some kills on top of it. Diablo to fall to Annabelle. And so now at this point, he's got the Berserker's Fury locked in. He's working on the next item here. And with the Warcry emblem, you know, you might be thinking, man, it's only 8%. But with a Ling, and so far from what we've seen just yesterday, that's enough to just be that big of a threat. Meanwhile, what you're doing here for EVOS Glory is just letting Brands farm up. He just picked up the Golden Staff. He has, you know, a couple items locked in at this point, but he's essentially just having a good time and the gold lane farming up.
And at this point, I feel like for Diablo, hold up, JPL again with the G-Kun Dome, not able to find anyone. Right into the I'm offended and right into the shredded Brands. The fadeaway is Fluffy gets taken down by the Lycan Pounce of Vanix. It's a trade 1 for 1, XP for Rome. Still in favor of NIP Flash as Hades walks up. Back to the point. Feels like for Diablo at least. Now Feather Airstrike catching Clockhoon, forcing him to use the Purify as Hades continues the chase for a bit. With Clockhoon so low, with him using the Purify, they're gonna go straight for the turtle. But take a look at Annabelle. Already with Finch Poise, rotating over, has a Divine Blade, gets shut up as well. On the wall, the Retribution not there. Vanix picks it up as Annabelle is forced to retreat. Dreams as well, forced to flicker across the wall, right into Brands, as he now tries to escape as well. Vanix will be able to go for the chase. Just a bit of a flicker from Diablo to bring Dreams all the way back for Vanix to get rid of him. Annabelle securing the endless battle. NIP Flash taking it slow.
Spear of Glory, more like the Spear of Diablo. So far, he's been able to be on the mark with this Mincetar. And it's something that EVOS Glory always has to be aware of. They have to be careful of. It's not just the King's Calling. It's just the Spear of Glory to be pulled in. We're going to take a look at the replay brought to us by STC. You look at this. He tried to go in. Annabelle tried to get the turtle. He was too late. Ooh. So Vanix ends up cleaning it up, and then they follow through. Once again, finding a kill on the bottom side, and then you see it. But hold on, also on the live.
I'm offended on the JPL, not able to escape this time. Fluffy stomps on him. Diablo getting the King's Calling onto 2 members, straight into the hook as well. But the Purify from Brands gets him out to safety. Purple buff secured by Annabelle as he's able to find some blades there. NIP Flash, again, just trying to reset, but trying still to utilize that fast tempo.
Yeah, that was all just to get the purple buff too, you know, like
all the purple
NIP
buff.
Flash wants to fight. Actually, at this point, Miracle, I think it's safe to say every team just wants to fight. We're in this like new era where you just fight, you're duking out, whether it's for resources, whether it's for the turtles, the lords, you just fight and try to get this snowball in your favor.
No Tempest Ablaze, now with the Finch Poise, Annabelle! Finch Poise, now with the retreat finds the kill. Hades able to take him down with the help of the turret shot as well. No Tempest of Blades. It was still on cooldown for Annabelle. He gets it right as he dies, which is unfortunate timing, but NIP Flash know their window. Now with the conceal, they're able to get Fluffy into an angle to go for the death. Welcome right to the name. I'm offended with JPL. Gets away the dragon onto Branch. He doesn't have the Purify this time round. Will be chopped down on the Brazer's Wrath. Won't be able to connect just yet. Vanix now with Lycan Pounce. Going for another kill. Fluffy gets gunned down in the turret. And the King's Calling gets placed down for Vanix to find a triple.
NIP Flash. The team fighting is on point. Layer after layer of abilities. And they'll get the turret and now make their way to reset Vanix.
Oh. Gonna be caught earlier. They're still able to escape. Annabelle won't be able to find the assassination despite him being so low. Forced to go to his own purple buff. And even then, Curtizi says no.
No. I mean, we're taking a look at the replay there. You know, you see that kind of unfold. It's a triple for Vanix, but it looked like, too, they just went for the reset. Now they're for this Lord. NIP Flash, again, team fighting is just on point. JP out with the conceal.
Again, this time going to Fluffy, has it at his welcome, cancels out the way there's Dragons. Hades goes in for the Brazer's Wrath, but Fluffy gets brought back all the way with the hook.
The Lord?
Vanix is godlike. The Lord is low. Both teams still have the retribution. Hades, he's taking a whole lot of that damage. Now Diablo is looking forward at the King's Calling, but he's unable to find anyone. Very, very low. Diablo still able to escape. Hades needs to find his 50-50, but it's Annabelle who steals it away from Hades to claim the Lord. Now with the chase down Dreams, unable to find anyone. Vanix still staying in the jungle. EVOS Glory finding a way to come back again.
You saw the hesitation. NIP Flash was not sure if they should continue the Lord or not. They decided to go with it, and then that gives the opportunity for Annabelle to just come in and cap it out. So now NIP Flash, despite them having great team fighting potential, they find themselves on the defense. They should be able to deal with the Lord decently well and quickly, but they're going to lose multiple turrets here now by EVOS Glory just marching towards the base. The shields might not pop just yet. NIP Flash with this lineup should be able to clear things out. But Annabelle will also take some resources from them. Also, real quick at the items falling into place. You have multiple here for Diablo. He's got 3 locked in, working on his next. And like I said, it needed time. You needed time here to build up for Brands. Well, he's got that time. He's got the 3 items locked in, and you're going to see this carry really start to shred the Fredrin even from NIP Flash. So you're looking at a lot of this initiation being said. Oh, Malefic Roar also popped up here for Annabelle. And so, you know, at this point, for Vanix, he's having a heck of a game already on this Roger, and you got to stay alive. The problem that we're seeing is when he tries to entry with the Lycan Pounce, go into a fight, this is where Dreams really pays off with the Ruby pick. And also Daytona's welcome. There's so many tools here that EVOS Glory can use to deal with if NIP Flash decides to initiate or follow up. So that makes it even more difficult for Vanix, despite him, you know, topping the damage board.
Oh, Diablo try to go for the hook. He gets pulled back instead. Right into the death as well. With the flicker as well, but JPL finds the way he's dragging into the back line. Diablo flickers forward, but gets shredded instead. JPL, Immortality pop. Annabelle waiting for the moment to go in, and Vanix gets completely assassinated by Annabelle. As Fluffy picks up the double kill, Curtizi will have to go on the wings by wings as he gets chased down by Clockwood, who has stolen the Lycan Pounce.
This can't be the end, though. NIP Flash will be able to defend despite losing 3 members in the exchange. We'll see if they can hold on to the turrets. Tempest of Blades already going to be utilized. Mid-turret does go down. EVOS Glory might punch it in.
Feather Airstrip with a flicker as well. They don't find I'm offended. They cancel out the Feather Airstrip with the mini waves have been dealt with. Hades tries to go with one last Appraiser's Wrath. The Brands goes for the base. Now onto Curtizi, who gets melted down. Diablo able to fend off for now, getting the waves cleared out, but they will lose 2 big base turrets in the 13th minute of the game.
EVOS Glory happy with that. They got the 2 base turrets. NIP Flash holds on to 1. The Lord coming up in 14 seconds. EVOS Glory in a great position to possibly just take the Lord unless NIP Flash wants to do something about it. But you can see already JPL on that front side might go in with a concealed plate to try to delay this a little bit further. They're going to have to make their way as this Lord is going down quickly with a completely zoned out here by Fluffy, and that's going to be the Lord already secured. So NIP Flash will find themselves with their backs against the wall once again on the defense.
And some of these plays from NIP Flash, it was so good at the early stage of the game, but they weren't able to adjust properly in the mid-game, Naisu. Diablo flickering forward with the King's Calling. In the early game, you can get away with that. But in the late game, with all these items already built up by EVOS Glory, he's the one who gets melted down, so he's actually placing himself in a position where it's just not great for a Mincetar, especially a full glass cannon Mincetar.
Yeah, you glass cannon here, and especially against brands with this carry who has had just a time to farm up freely and is really shining at this point of the game. They're going to go on the defense.
Fluffy's still in the midst of it all right now, taking a lot of damage as JP goes to the back but gets shredded down by Brands. Again, as the King's Calling plays down, but Diablo gets melted down again. It's Brands against the world, and Hades gets slashed down by the swords of Annabelle. 4-0, 4-1 as EVOS Glory take game 1.
And E will come out swinging in this series against NIP Flash, the top of Group A after yesterday, and now